I'm sorry I didn't do this Saturday or Sunday like I promised, or Monday. I'm sorry, but I just needed a rest. Well, now on to welcome to me reading stories. Welcome to Aaron Vaughn's Reading Stories, and I'm your host, Aaron Vaughn. Now, let's get on to our first story called Tidal Wave. It happened in North Boston on January 15, 1919. It was a few minutes after noon. No one had any idea of what was coming their way. Workers were busy down by the docks, in warehouses, horse-drawn carriages cluttering through the streets, Model T Fords chugging along, hooting horns, honk, 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 honk. People stroll. It hit suddenly with almost no warning. There was a deep rumbling noise. Then a tidal wave, 2 stories high, slammed into the building. House and the building shuddered. The Boston Fire Station was lifted from its foundation. Firemen were crushed and drowned as the station crashed into the harbor. At a park, many workers had just settled down to eat lunch. Never even saw the wave coming. They drowned where they sit. A elevator truck collapsed. Train track, an elevated train track collapsed. The train cars were picked up and thrown about like toys. Neither horses, cars, nor people on foot could outrun a monster wave. It had caught up to them, swallowed them up, and carried them away. I'm going to show you. Yep, that's what happened. In all, 21 people died, and more than 150 were injured by the strangest tidal wave in history. It was not a wave of water at the P-U-R-I-T-Y Distillery Company. A huge cast iron tank had rumbled its low warning. Then it had burst open, releasing a great wave of raw black molasses. 2 million gallons of sweet, sticky syrup had swept through North Boston. Sightseers who had come later couldn't help but walk in the stuff. On their way home, they tracked the goo throughout the city. Boston smelled of molasses for weeks. The harbor ran brown until summer. The next story's coming after I watch myself read. I know that was weird, but it's the truth.